R.A.W allows me to admit that I don't know and gives me an opportunity to learn.
Hey y'all, this is Vanessa, and R.A.W allows me to be authentically myself while bringing you some cheese and some tea and a little bit of fun.
Hey guys, it's Casey, aka Karina. R.A.W is authentic conversation, and it allows me to be right and wrong at the same time.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. R.A.W Conversations allows me to be aware, to be transparent, and of course, to grow.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Can you come up with a new Wednesday song, sis, please?
Yes, I got to come up with a Wednesday. Next week, I'm going to be much prepared with our Wednesday song.
Hey, y'all. We are here. Y'all ladies are back. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We are in the middle of the week. You know, since it's happy hump day, that'll be funny when we do get to Sexual Truth Wednesday.
My favorite person on tonight. Gosh, I'm so privileged.
Who's your favorite person?
And he's on time.
On time. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
On time, honey. On time.
Okay, SB.
Welcome back. You had left us for a while. Don't know what
for
happened.
A long time. We don't know.
I don't know what happened to you, but welcome.
I'm starting to feel deserted here. What's up, y'all? Share the show. Welcome again. If you haven't been following, we did move the show to Wednesdays night for the summer because there's so much happening on Fridays, and we want to make sure we stay dedicated to coming on here every week, bringing you the T, the G's, the controversial conversations, and some laughter. So we want to make sure we keep that.
Absolutely. So welcome to the show. For our regular co-hosts that are rejoining us, thank you for coming back and joining the conversation. And for those that are new to us, we are R.A.W Conversations, and we are 5 ladies who have R.A.W conversations about a lot of things, touch on a lot of things. We don't discriminate. The only thing we don't do is make plow.
Absolutely.
We might disagree, but we're going to disagree professionally.
Yep.
Okay? So if you have not shared the show, share the show. Don't be petty. Share.
Don't be petty.
Okay? But in the meantime, you know, we try to upgrade ourselves every now and then, you know, do a little bit of things. So as we wait for the numbers to go up and as we share, so it doesn't look unprofessional that our heads down and sharing at the same time, because you know we don't preach. We also practice what we preach, so we are going to share the show. So in the meantime, be playing some background music. You know how they can do, y'all, in the doctor's office and put your own hold and wait.
That's right.
Oh.
So as you wait along with us, share the show. Share it with anybody that you know. Share.
And do note that we should do YouTube as well.
Share with your group chat.
We trying to be cute here. Please welcome embarrassing us about our new things.
What you say? Yeah, you're in the elevator now. Period.
Elevator.
Now, how we can be feeling like we in the elevator waiting for the next stop? Be waiting for y'all to come on. Let's go. And how the people can do y'all on the live? They don't start talking till the numbers come up. So we're gonna start treating y'all the same way. Waiting for
y'all the show. It's really in the elevator now.
Period.
Oh, goodness.
And just in case y'all are just joining us and you didn't see the flyer earlier, we are talking about today, are there not eligible Black men? You know, so we women, we plenty more than men. Let's see.
I've been telling you guys, but la purpose de yo is learn.
So we're gonna learn about that today.
It better be motivation to come up Not even move to still one night.
Y'all share to all your group chat on share.
We're giving y'all opportunity to be outside on a Friday night and inside on a Wednesday night.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's not easy.
Really not easy. Welcome,
Jeez.
welcome.
All right. Well, in the meantime, as we wait for y'all to keep coming on, we are going to just start talking. So, ladies, how was y'all week?
It's going quick actually. Today's Wednesday. Next thing you know, the week is over, and we're in week 2. Only thing crazy is that the kids had the last day of school today. These school closures keep pushing back.
Yeah, we were out. Our last day was last week Friday.
Yeah, they tripping.
Well, that's because they start earlier here. They get right back in earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they go in May, right?
August. They go in August and in May.
Well.
Yeah, who's next? How's your week, ladies?
I know. I asked how your week, Roxanne.
My bad. Busy for me. Busy. You know, doing what I do best. Last minute stuff. So busy week. But the month is almost over, right?
This month is almost over.
The month just started.
You know what?
What? It is the 5th of the month.
To me, I'm sorry, I'm really not keeping up with anything. The weekdays, I'm just, you know what? I don't know. Maybe because I don't like the heat, so I'm kind of like,
let's speed it up.
Yeah, I'm not a summer girl. I'm more like a fall and spring.
Okay. So. Yeah, my week was great. A lot of celebrations. I told you guys, this is the reason why the girls and I decided to become on Wednesday. It's busy. Everything is happening. All the kids are graduating. So my week was a little bit fast, like Karina said, because I felt like things are just happening from the weekend all the way into this week. So far, so good. We're here. Tomorrow's Thursday. My kids are done school on Friday. So.
And it's still graduation season. Graduation here, graduation there. Wedding seasons is in full effect. Iowa was talk up and down this weekend. It was lit this weekend. Okay.
The people wanted a contract time.
Yeah, our small sis got married. You know.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful wedding, very, very nice and elegant, just how the way she wanted it. And it was great. It was beautiful. Everything turned out nice.
That's nice. That we saw.
Congratulations to the newlyweds.
I know y'all saw we were on live, sis. I was just thinking the whole time. I say, yeah, this is the stuff that celebrities go through because I cannot. I was in the comment section. I was like,
These people.
But We appreciate everybody tuning in. The ones that gave love, the haters, it all come together. We appreciate it.
What do you think? Haters gonna hate.
You can't have love without hate, so we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Every time Lufado still out of my pot.
Yeah, but myself, I'm very confused because right now everybody thinking on how to pay their rent and their mortgage, and you talking about the month is almost over. What's going on?
I don't know.
I feel like June is that month that just like, man, like there's nothing exciting going on in June.
Girl, bye.
Yeah. Bye, girl.
I think I don't know. Was it May that was over?
No, I meant June. I mean June will soon be over, you guys. The weekend here, and then next weekend, that's it.
So soon the weekend kind of me over.
Soon we get kind of 2 more weekend left. It's a wrap.
Whatever it is you're hoping for in July that you cancel June, we keep you right there because we'll enjoy June before we get to July.
I mean, I'm more so focusing on the end of the year because I think I need a vacation like ASAP.
Girl.
Liberia is on my mind.
The only thing I'm pushing June a little bit fast in the next week for the 13th, just so I can watch part 2 of Bridgerton. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
You know what? I have to finish episode 2. I keep falling
for the new season.
Yes, I keep falling asleep.
Girl, you gotta get to 4. Well, maybe it's a good thing so you can just watch it all into one, so you don't be like the rest of us that just want.
Can't believe you still watch that.
If I would have knew that it was gonna be that short, I probably
would have waited.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just probably wait then.
Yeah, because you're gonna be frustrated just like the rest of us.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, you'll be frustrated just like the rest of us. But in the meantime, let's get into some G's before we get into our main topic. And again, we gotta keep reiterating this main topic. So that people don't ask again, what's the topic? What's the topic? I'll keep saying it maybe every 5-10 minutes. The topic today is, are there not eligible Black men? Are there not eligible Black men? And we will tell y'all, we will play a little clip of video of why we are addressing this. But some of y'all should know already, because Karina always telling us every day there is a male shortage.
I think we all know why, but
Okay. What a G's, what a G's.
All right, well, let's get into some G's here. So, Karina, didn't you send us something about the first lady of R.A.W Services? What was that?
So there was this flyer of the first lady of Liberia on she was on this flyer, and they're saying there's a meet and greet and in the Woods Training Center is where she was going to be located on, I believe it was scheduled for June 4th for people to come and meet and greet. I was a bit confused. How did she end up at Woods, and how did that connection happen?
Right.
I see Woods on that.
Yes, that Woods Services. If anybody's familiar, Woods Services, it's a mental health behavioral facility.
Let's just say it like this: it is a facility that supports individuals with intellectual disabilities.
Yes.
Yeah, sure they get me HR a long time, man.
Correct. Correct. So it's very big, actually, in the Pennsylvania area, mainly Bucks County.
Even in Philly, you can ask almost every Liberian, African, Black, American, whatever, they all know about Wood Services.
Yes.
Some of us have all gone through the path.
Say I.
Mm-hmm.
Raise your hand if you have.
Never have.
I knew people though.
Mad people.
My mama and all. Our mama
all got fired.
No, some of us left.
Yes.
For better things.
With 2 weeks notice.
with notice. Sure did. Some of us left with notice.
So let's get back to
So do you? You said there was a flyer. That the same thing. They said her husband was coming, and then he
no.
didn't come.
They're here. They were here. Their
Oh
granddaughter.
no, I met her actually.
Yeah, yeah. So they were
I met the first lady
okay. Okay.
of
Okay. Okay.
Liberia.
I'm looking forward to meeting her in December when I go.
Yes,
What
I
you
was at a graduation party, and it wasn't any graduation party. It was her granddaughter
Daughter. Yep.
graduation
Mm,
party.
okay.
So, what I want to say, I was very impressed with the security. Because
Really.
at first, when my cousin told me that she was coming, I was like, ah, wouldn't that be a distraction or like, But the fact that it was a hall and she was like, I'm here as a grandmother, but yet and still to see our people. I mean, I was watching his eyes as the door was opening. He was on it. It was like two or three of them, and I love to see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was. You couldn't just approach the table.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was nice. It was nice to see.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, but as far as wood services, I'm thinking in my head, it's maybe because there's a lot of Liberians. Maybe
so what
that's
I
why.
trying to say? What did I bring in Philadelphia working to what why was service?
Well, I mean, it's a good bulk, to be honest.
Well,
It
right
is.
there. I'm trying to think. I'm just thinking out loud. What could the reason?
It's a good majority and been
Yeah.
there for years.
What's next, Deborah's? Because what it just
Not
Yeah.
Deborah.
You want to start naming all the places?
What other play Elwin?
I know what.
Ooh.
let's stop.
Do you think it was like a organization or something that spearheaded that? And maybe they just picked that location.
One of those counties committees that be having the different counties, maybe they don't want to set that up. I won't be surprised. Like
Yeah.
a Librarian Association, something.
Mm-hmm. To meet and greet the first lady, but that's beautiful. Kudos to them.
No, all
Yeah.
just kudos to them.
Kudos to her. I don't know what they were discussing. We would have loved to know what the forum was, but okay. Now moving on to the tea that was got everybody on Facebook, hyped today. I logged in for like a split second, and everyone's chit chatting about this.
What?
So the head pastor at former President Weah's church, um, uh, fucking club, that is church name.
You call what it?
Oh Lord!
Church is called fucking
Repeat,
club.
repeat the name. Repeat the name. I hear it.
What?
Please repeat the name of the church.
I think it's called fucking club.
No,
That's,
yeah.
no, no, no. It's not a curse word. It's a tribal name.
Before you cause
Right,
No,
because
no,
I
no,
wouldn't
it's not
even
first.
attempt.
A fucking clown.
I wouldn't even attempt.
Vanessa, you are great too.
Thank you.
Ooh, my stomach hurt already.
Thank you, yeah,
So
Moses. Thank you for watching.
if you're familiar, former President George Weah had a church. And while he was president, he was also a musician and he was an artist. He was a part-time pastor, church owner. So
Oh
What the money can do.
he was a ninja fighter.
you
Um,
made that up.
What?
You made that part up.
he,
Karina,
he was doing martial arts at some point
Where?
not a ninja fighter, please.
in the streets. But anyways, so the head pastor at his church has been recently arrested by the Liberian Police Department due to fraudulent activities.
Mhm.
So he managed to steal $87,000 from the Liberian people, um, telling them that on the false hopes that he was going to take them to Australia on a conference.
Oh wow.
So each person was coming in with
Thank you, Moses.
$930. $930 to give to him. This conference never happened, but the money, you know what happens. The
You
money,
Mhm.
will always get the money
yeah, the money.
some way somehow.
So he's currently in custody awaiting his court date. Now, how is that going to turn out? Maybe the former president is going to use his influence to free him. So we'll see how the story unfolds. But right now, he's in the news, the Facebook news, very heavy.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think that's all politics. I mean, the former president didn't do the same for that lady that they said killed her daughter. I just feel like they'll all be like taking jabs at each other. He ain't gonna do that for her. I mean, for him.
You sure?
I
Hmm.
feel like it depends who's in power, especially if it's someone that's linked to him. Like bro, politics, like they're petty.
Yeah.
It's almost like you get my people, I get your people. Like the lady who was talking about last weekend,
Yeah.
they Baka get her out. She's serving time, right? They found her guilty, and he was the former vice president. Did he do anything?
I mean, you got a point.
Okay, so it's all they all be taking jabs at each other. That's what it is.
Mhm. Yeah. So that's what's happening in Liberian news. We will move it, keep it forward. Next, let's bring it to our our own countryman, Donald Trump.
Oh God.
So if you have been watching news lately, you will see that our former president, who is also running again to be our next president,
Which he will be.
um, was found guilty on
And
34
let's keep
counts.
negative things in your existence, please.
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing. I just said don't speak it.
Moses wants to
For
join us.
you, it's negative.
Hi, Moses. You can join us just by sending us a direct message, and then once we have a topic, we will reach out and then uh, join in. But if you do want to join in tonight, you are welcome to. We can send you the link. Um, on the topic though, are there not eligible black men? So if you want to hop
Yeah, we want to hop on about that topic, but just how Karina say, if you definitely are interested, because we've been asking a lot of our men on here to join our platform. They always got a lot of saying the comment, but they're scared to show face.
yeah,
So whenever you're ready, let us know.
yeah. So now what's next? Do you guys think he's really gonna go to jail? Because I don't think
No.
so.
He-
Nothing's
That's
gonna happen.
the part that really got me like, wow. So you can be a convicted felon and still run for president, but you cannot vote.
Isn't that's the world we live in, right?
What kind of mess?
Which doesn't make any sense, but okay.
What
doesn't
kind of
apply
mess?
to everyone.
Vanessa, we have two candidates that want to hop on tonight's topic. Can we send them the link?
No, but disclaimer, gentlemen, are you guys talking about tonight's topic? We're not turning this into politics.
Right. This is not about politics.
That's a disclaimer. That's a disclaimer. Are we talking about? Are you guys gonna hop on and talk about our topic, which is, are there eligible black men?
Are there
You guys
not
more
eligible
into-
black
Or
men?
they're not. Sorry, eligible black men. Or are you guys more into the politics part? Because if that's the case, we're not touching too much on that. That was just short.
Yep. Let me just say my thoughts on Mr. Donald.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think he's going to go to jail? Absolutely not. Do I think he is going to be president? Absolutely not.
No, I feel like this just made him more famous. If anything, people having more empathy for him. It's almost like, oh, they're really picking on him. Oh, like it really boosts his audience.
This is 30 count we're talking about.
34.
Yeah, so and which people still think it's a witch hunt. They're not buying it.
I'm thinking if it was like 5, he had a chance.
No, I
But
was watching.
34?
Did
All
you see
right.
the increase
Kali,
among black people? Like the
Kali
black
Fal
people that for him?
hold on one second, Brockton. Sorry, Kali Fal definitely send you the link as we are getting into the topic. And Rivers says, thank you for joining. The topic is, are there not eligible black men?
Ah, pues.
So we'll see how it unfolds. But knowing the America that we live in, no, he's not going to jail.
Yeah,
He's going to simmer down by next week. He's gonna keep going. They're gonna. He raised 34 million the same day. He
exactly.
he was in. He was found guilty. So they have rich people in this country, and now it's not just a Caucasian thing. You have uh Black Americans that are also involved, right? Because they want Donald Trump to be president. So it's not just he's getting support from both ends. So we'll see how it unfolds. Really.
Rivers says, you can never let us get into the topic and be anxious to understand the terms before we get into the topic. Can you just enjoy the appetizer? We'll get into the full meal.
Hold it right there. So, but we're gonna get into it. Let's go to our next the
The next G's. I don't know. This video started circulating today. So graduation season is going, and you're seeing different videos of graduations and things like that. There was a graduation today, and a parent jumped on the stage and decided to disrupt the graduation because he did not want his white daughter to shake the black superintendent's hand. Now there are two. Now he literally pushed a man to the side, out of the way, and disrupted the graduation. So basically, there's two things that came out. People saying that he's racist because the superintendent was black. But then other people later on came out and said that the reason why he did that because there was a lot of bullying in the school, especially targeted at his daughter. And I think he went as far as contacting the superintendent and nothing occurred. So to him, it was like, no, you are definitely not going to shake my daughter's hand. So how y'all feel about that?
Because I work in a school setting, I can kind of say I don't think it's geared towards race. I think it's just an angry parent thing because the school, where I work is majority black folk, but the superintendent's always also getting cussed out by parents who feel that their children are being bullied and that the school's not doing anything about it. So I get some of the calls sometimes filter to me, and right away, they start cussing right off the bat. They didn't do it bleep, bleep, blop, bleep, going in. And then some parents take it as far as getting on the public board meeting to, insult. So I see it all the time. So I don't think it has anything to do with race. He was just an angry parent. Was that the right platform to do it? Because now, his daughter was confused, like, what's going on here? You can see the confusion
Totally
in her
took away her moment.
Yeah, you could see it on her face, like
Took away her moment.
Yeah.
like that. Right
Yeah.
now, in this moment.
Totally.
Yeah. So that was not necessary because one, the kid is getting out of school. So
but I mean, Rivers, that's what you're saying. I hear you say race based, but the superintendent is not in the school. You don't usually see them unless it's like parent, like a conference, whatever, when they're trying to have meetings of things to change in the school and stuff like that, and like graduations. They don't really come in the school and walk around the school. That'd be, if he was a principal, then you'd have more understanding.
No, I think he said if it was race based.
No, but that's what I'm saying though, that he wouldn't still have. I don't think he would have still taken her out of the school because he's not. His presence is not. They usually don't be present in the school.
Yeah.
I think he was just waiting for the opportunity to get back at him, and then that just presented itself in that form.
Yeah. Because he could have, another thing he could have done was he could have taken to social media to, put it out there, right?
Right.
This is what's been happening to so and so high school. My daughter has been a victim. People do that all the time, and in 3.45 seconds, uh, schools, hospitals, they don't want to be in the public light for negative things, so they'll get it situated real quick. But now you just look like the angry, crazy white parent.
And even if you're not racist, you just by your behavior you suggested you made people feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Thomas. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Thomas. Happy Wednesday. We are discussing
There's a
eligible
topic.
black.
There's a topic. I put it on the comment section tonight, people. There it goes.
Yeah, keep it up
Keep
for a
it up
little
there.
bit, please.
Yeah. Okay.
All
All
right.
right. So moving on to my favorite topic. I don't know if it's be my favorite G's, but there has been a video circulating of America's number one airline.
Erica.
Do y'all agree or disagree? I mean, it is America's number one airline.
What, Spirit?
I've,
Spirit Airline, yet
I've,
again,
to be honest, I've never taken them.
No, it's Spirit not by.
I've never taken.
exactly. Jennifer,
But
thank you.
I've never taken them. And the one time I took their partner Frontier, I regretted it.
I
Frontier
I
is
honestly
worse
think
than
that
Spirit.
Spirit is better than Frontier.
But that's
That
what I'm
I
saying.
always
The
say
one time
that.
I took their small sister, I regretted it. So I can't even just pay the money.
But when it comes to employees,
okay.
they share the similar employees. Now,
Customer service sucks.
I don't
That's
know where they
that's
get these
frequent.
people from, but in this video, you will see that there is an angry passenger who must have, gotten fed up with the rudeness and went to fight the Spirit employee. As they're fighting, other Spirit employees start to rally around and kick the passenger. So now they're all fighting and kicking the passenger in the stomach, in the head, and is a serious, how you call it, a serious brawl.
No, not American Airlines. She's talking about
Oh no,
Spirit.
not our American
No,
Airlines.
She
no,
just
not
called it. She said
America's
America's favorite airline
airline.
because people like taking it because it's cheap.
Yes. If it's cheap, it's for me.
It's cheap, but it will fly you. You're trying to, let's say you're trying to get from Iowa to Philly, they will fly you to Jamaica just to bring you back to Iowa, Philly.
Oh, and you lucky if y'all board on time. Ooh, I
But
don't.
you know how sometimes when you see like a customer, like for example, in a McDonald's or something, right? You see a customer going all trying to fight one of the employees. Most of the time, you'll see the workers that's from the back will come up front and try to fight for their what is that team member?
Their work family.
Yeah. So I didn't see the video, but do you think that was that type of thing? But it was plenty.
There was three of them at this point fighting this man. Now this is a heavy set man that we are talking about here. But they're two men. So they're on the floor, they're going at it, and now they're like, oh no, we gotta come save the day. So there's one that's kicking the guy's head, the other one's kicking his belly, and they are just, rumbling, and there's no one calling the cops, or eventually I'm sure the cops came. But now the question is, do all parties get charged? Because I know when you attack an airport employee, you get sentenced, you get all these charges against you. So now what happens? Because they came and inserted themselves in this
In that
fight
situation and start fighting it.
and start attacking. So pretty much they were jumping the guy at that point.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, y'all, I look the fly Spirit. Y'all enjoy.
Oh Lord.
I retired.
Yeah, what Thomas say? He told y'all Spirit Airline is like the Greyhound bus in the skies, straight up ghetto.
I don't know what y'all talk about. Sometimes
Sometimes what?
It gets you from point A to point B. It's like me, right? Getting in a car. All I need you to do is get me to my destination, and we good.
Girl,
So,
On
when
time.
I see Spirit, I just think about what was that Kevin Hart movie? The first stupid movie he came out with?
oh,
Soul
no,
plane.
Plan,
Soul
yes. My
plane.
mind
Soul
just go
plane.
right there, right there.
Not so plain.
They do every time, and I think because
right.
it's yellow too, and then their plane was purple. It just like it
So
just
you wouldn't ride Soul Plane if Soul Plane was Soul Plane?
No,
hell no.
hell
I
no.
would.
Right, that girl would be jumping.
It'll be late.
Yeah, everybody almost died up that jump.
I'll be right there.
Guys, spirit is too
No,
for Ella.
no. Everybody
So
almost died.
I have to explain the story before we move forward.
Okay.
Man, people know the Lord when there's turbulence. Okay, I
I
was
become
I was coming from Minnesota on America's second favorite airline, Frontier,
Hmm.
and we hit turbulence, and all I hear in the back of me is three Liberian folk in the name of Jesus.
Jesus.
In
all
the
right.
name of Jesus,
All right.
last this plane, God. And I'm like, whoa, Lord.
Karina, you a clown.
we we know you when things are shaking, but watch when by the time they get down on the ground, they're gonna be back to
They go
acting
and
a
chill.
fool.
They go and chill.
So that's my dice.
You
I,
have to you have to give like Brimpo credit for the God
I
business.
pray anytime I get on the plane before the plane can even
Oh,
start.
for sure.
I
We
am
always pray.
praying. I am praying. I am telling you to be the pilot on this plane, Lord Jesus.
I
And,
always
and I know when we about to land, I'm praying. I'm praising God. Thank you. Amen.
yes, yes, because I love to travel, but I hate to fly. So I'm always there.
Right. Right.
Um, you know, I
If y'all
sometimes
know, Karina can hold hand when the plane taking off. Let me just put a story out there.
I
She's like,
used to
"Hey,
I
she's
used to
like,
be
hold
I
up."
used to be like that, but then when it got to a point of me flying by myself, obviously I can't just grab the stranger hand, so I just be holding on to my and just I just like when I'm feeling it because it almost feels like a roller coaster as you're going up. So I just be
Mhm.
like until it's up.
Hmm.
Mm.
I don't like going up. I don't like coming down.
But the coming down it depends on the pilot. Some of them can be
I
rough when they
guess.
coming down, and I'd be
But
like,
They be
yo,
some of them when they land, you wouldn't know they land. It just be smooth.
right. Some of it just be so smooth and you'd be like, oh, thank you. But some of them when they land, oh, they land.
They land. They just get tired. It's just like y'all get off the plane.
And you'd be like, you know what? Let me hurry up and get out of here.
Yeah.
But stories will continue about spirit. I would like to know that question too, Thomas. If a black person
And then somebody asked too, I think it was Ama, if the black men we're speaking of in the
is
topic.
in America,
Yeah.
yeah, because the
yeah,
studies
there's no.
focusing,
It's
yeah,
gonna have to focus because how many white women do y'all have in Liberia?
Black men.
we're
I
talking.
know that, but what I'm saying is
Mhm.
it won't be a scarce too because they don't have no other race to go to. Is what I'm saying.
You sure?
They do.
It's
I
flocking.
mean,
The Lebanese,
that's it, but it's not the majority.
Chinese,
Is what I'm saying.
Chinese.
It's not
right?
majority. It's not majority. You can't compare it to America.
No,
Okay.
no, but tonight's topic is based in America.
Let's
So
just say
Right.
America, yeah. I begin.
Yeah.
are
All
you
right.
guys sharing? Are they sharing the show?
You guys have to share the show,
Okay, I can be watching and enjoying our conversation. But let me play. So, fellas that wanted to join, let me play this clip first. And then after we get into the clip and Karina's talking, then I will send the gentleman that asked me to join the link. But let's get into the clip first.
Watch the clip.
Even though the video seemed like they're ready to stop by itself, it can't wait for a friend. All right. Hold on, y'all. Sorry.
Enough eligible black males who fit the needs of black women. By the time you dissect the demographics of finances, sexual orientation, what you end up drilling down into, because black women tend to want to marry black men.
Right.
So black women are excelling. They're getting accelerated degrees, graduate degrees, doctorate degrees. They're starting businesses. Black women are running circles around men.
Right.
And it's also shown in research that women want to marry on their same level of financial and educational status.
Yeah.
So if you're a black woman making $150,000 a year with a master's degree, you tend to want to marry a black man on that same level or higher. If black women are excelling at such an accelerated rate, how do men keep up with that?
What do you think the challenge is that women are having, black women in particular, when it becomes to becoming a wife?
All right.
So in the video, you see the ladies asking, why is it becoming so challenging for black women to become wives? And then the gap keeps growing over time and over time. Now, I was looking around and I said, let me just see if this has been a thing. And it has been a thing, right? So all the way dating back to like years ago. If anybody's familiar with the back in the day, there was this show, a series called Folks, and this is from 1986. They did a documentary on this similar issue, the black men shortage. That's what it was. And it was an episode which brought up the issue of there being lack of black men, especially eligible black men for black women. And they did like different interviews. They're interviewing men, they're interviewing women, and of course, you can see that the maturity in women on what they're looking for, what their standards are. And then they interview the men. It's like they talk about what they want. Young. Some people said, some of them said young women. Some of them said older women. Some of them said it's good to have many options. It was hilarious, but this gap keeps increasing. And some studies show that 42% of black women over the age of 30 are not married, and this number continues to grow. And now we're just focusing in on America because this is where we currently live. So this is where this is coming from. If you want to check out the video I'm talking about, just put in Folks series. It's a good documentary that just talks about this stuff, but this dates back to 1986. So here we are in 2024, and we're still discussing this, and we're still having this issue. What do you think, ladies?
You can go.
I don't know how I necessarily feel 100% about what she said. Because I kind of look at it like, okay, I hear what she's saying. Like, women here, they're excelling, we're independent, we have this going on and that going on. But then at the same rate too, it seemed like the generation is changing to back in the day where they want a man to support them. The man got to be able to have this, and that. So it's not always about independence. And then also, I also look at another part of, there are a lot of excelling black men as well, but they don't always pick us when they're at that range, when they're that high.
Yeah, but I think yes, there are, but are they available?
That's why I'm saying they're not available because they don't look at us when they get up there. They're looking at the next person.
Right. All right. Welcome.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hi, Khalees. How you doing?
Good, good, good. Long time old.
Yes, we went. Me and Jennifer went to high school with him.
I saw the name, but I was like, that is so funny. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes. So you just saw the video. Um, I'm sorry, give me your name again.
It's Khalif.
Khalif. How did
hmm
you feel about the video that we just watched?
I mean, there's a lot of truth to that. Um, you know, I waited till I became 37 to get married.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I wasn't ready. You know, I think a lot of black men want to now, because of the economy that we're in, everything we're dealing with now. We want to kind of be ready for marriage. You know, we want to make sure everything is put in place before we jump into a wedding. I want to be to a marriage. I want to be able to give my wife everything.
Mm.
So I think a lot of guys, you know, they playing around right now. You know, they're trying to still find that right one. So it's kind of one of those scenarios where it's going to be hard to figure out if this guy is ready to settle down or if this guy is just playing games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
Mm.
see a lot of men disagreeing in the comments.
No, of course they will.
Not disagreeing per se, but you know they're standing 10 toes deep. Like Thomas
Mhm.
said that
Yeah, let
black
me read it. It says black women have lost their damn minds. Y'all education does not define you. Y'all
Wow.
please stop. There are millions of great black men out there. Oh, period. And then Amara said black men make up a significant portion of the US population according to the US Census Bureau. As of latest data available, black or African American individuals make up around 13 to 14% of the total US population. So I definitely think that there are not enough eligible black men today. Yeah, a lot of them in jail too. And next one is Thomas said they are called the modern black women, 25 to 39 years old. Oh, so I guess we fall into that range then.
So let's get to the reasons, right? Some of the reasons that she mentioned, finances. So women want to marry someone on the same financial level and educational status, right? That's something she mentioned. Another
hmm
thing she mentioned was sexual orientation, which we see that this number is growing over time, where a lot of men are becoming homosexuals. So
hmm
that number, it decreases the number of available black men. The other thing that is also I don't know if she mentioned it, but I saw this from the video, from the folk series video, that says the level of educated black women compared to black men is there's a significant gap. So dating back to 1960, the ratio was of 100 male were educated, 156 females were educated. And they jumped to 1970. If 100 males were educated, 161 females were educated. So you see that the number of educated black women continue to grow while the number of educated black men kind of remains static. So it's and that pattern has been the same over the years, and it continues to be true till 2024. And then also too, something that she didn't mention uh, was men that are incarcerated. I don't know if she mentioned it, but I didn't hear her say that. But men incarcerated, that limits
A large number, and fine too. Back up.
men marrying younger women and or white women. So the men that are marrying younger and or white or different races, that limits the number as well. And then we see men choosing to be single, as Khalif just stated. There's a bunch of them out here that I'm like, whoa, you've never been married? Why? And
So many unmarried men.
the choice is they just want to be single.
hmm
Understand that.
But there's a whole bunch of men out here who don't have kids. I used to think it's everybody got kids, but a lot of them, it's a good amount of them that don't have kids either, and they will tell you they have their reasons.
Mom, please show them because I don't barely see them anymore.
I'm
Well,
about to
they
say,
exist.
are they younger men?
No,
Maybe.
no,
No,
no. These are men in their
men,
40s
mature men.
who
They
have never been married and do not
don't
have
have kids.
children.
They out there.
A
Oh,
whole lot of them are
They
out,
exist.
Yeah.
thus leaving the women, the black women, single. So now my question for you guys: do women, based off of what Thomas said, do women get in their own way, especially with the desired list that we have for the man that we want?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think especially nowadays where I hear, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't have your standards about things, but come on. Like I think is too much of, oh, he got to take care of me, he got to do this, he got to do that, he have to
Gotta
have
pay
this, he
all the
have to have
bills.
that, if he don't have this or have that, he don't have this type of car, or he don't make this certain amount of money and this and that. Like, what happened to you working along with someone, with you and someone coming growing together? Like, what happened to that? Why is it automatically that you looking for, and even though you are very capable of supporting yourself and doing things for yourself, but you
right.
automatically looking for that next person to be the person that's going to take your burden and take care of you. And if they don't match certain things, they don't have that certain car, they don't have that house already, they don't have that certain income or whatever, and can't afford to pay the mortgage, the rent, whatever by themselves, oh, I don't want them. That's a lot of good men that you missing out on.
Yeah.
Mhm. Absolutely. I
Yeah.
think some of the standards or desires or whatever, I think that maybe it's not so much of the when it comes to financial part. I think that women are not settling for the bullshit. Meaning like you like mediocre. Like you I need you to if you show me, you know that the saying is if he wanted to he would.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the examples are men that will actually go hard for you, not beyond paying bills. I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about like dating you, courting you. Like I feel like women are also that those are some of the desires that they're looking for, and that other women are advising people on a day-to-day basis, like don't settle. There's still good men out there, or there's still men that's willing to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So you may think that you maybe it's more than the I want him to be 6 foot or 6'2" or whatever, or I want him to have a beer or something like that. But they also want you to I want you to treat me good. So what about for that woman that's waiting because I haven't found a man to treat me like the queen that I deserve to be treated like? But he could pay the bills, but he's not a good person. He doesn't show like you know what I mean. Like what do you do in that state? Keep waiting because the people
I
say
feel
the men are there.
I feel like sometimes in those scenarios, because they let the pay bills part lead them instead of looking for he's a good man, he's a man of God, like looking for the other things. They let that factor lead them.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're talking about women that are educated
Mm-hmm.
and are career driven and all of that, are they also looking for men to pay bills?
Yes, and to be on the same level with them, yes. Anyone that feels if I'm in a very high top salary, most of the time they looking for someone that's in my education as well. I got my master's and things like that. I want somebody to be at that same level. And if you don't have that, then what are you going to do for me?
Mm.
Mm.
Now, Khalif, have you ever experienced that with a woman where you met a woman and these things came up?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all as men face that once in a while. I mean, you're gonna want a woman's gonna want someone again who they can feel secure with, someone who can say, you know, I can take care of them. And I think a lot of times, instead of looking at the person's heart, they kind of look at the wallet, and that's kind of where you run into that problem. That's why when I got married, I went back to Liberia and found my wife. You know,
Period.
I didn't
Period.
go
Hey!
find
Period.
anyone here
Right.
because you know we already know that you know Americans is about money. Even though those who are less fortunate will cherish the money a little bit more, than people who already have it. If you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So then,
Um,
I mean, I'm glad you went Liberia and you found your wife. That's good. So the concept of that, I'm trying to understand with that is like, so when you, and I'm not just talking about you specifically, just anybody. So when you
mhm.
take someone from Liberia and bring them here, isn't it's the same thing because at some point they are going to get
Lifestyle changes.
lifestyle changes. So I don't. But when I feel like if you're gonna go Liberia because you want to find a person to bring it, that's fine. But I feel like women are women. No matter where you put them, right? You can still bring it from Liberia and place them here. They will still change
Right.
because we all came from Liberia,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And that's the lifestyle we live in.
Right.
So sometimes like not you specifically, when I hear people make those arguments, it's almost like for me, I feel like I don't necessarily agree with that. It just depends on the person you're meeting and the person you're getting married to or the person you're dating.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, and I believe you got to date for a while too. Like Jennifer was saying, that courtship. That's the problem. A lot of us aren't courting anymore. We're just hopping right into relationships and then moving on.
Yep.
You got to be able to figure out who this person is that I'm getting ready to be involved with.
Yeah.
That's how you figure out if that person is about money or if they're really about true love. And the reason why I made the comment, and nothing against our women here in America. I mean, of course, because I've been here a very long time, and that's what I've been dating. But to finally be able to go across the pond, as they say, and be able to give a life to somebody else who's less deserving. I mean, I think that's a phenomenal thing because they cherish the money a little bit more. I can give her $5, she can stretch it, but somebody here gonna want $20, $50 because that's what they used to. And I mean that's kind of the way that I see it. I mean, it's my own personal opinion.
Right.
Can I
Yeah.
ask you a quick question? What made you go over to the motherland?
My mother was told me for a long time, you got children, but you're not married.
Right.
So you need to figure something out. And my mom was never happy when I had my first child because it was out of wedlock. And she said, if you're not going to find a woman here to marry, then I'm going to carry you to Liberia and you're going to find a woman. And that's just the way it went down.
She said she gonna help you out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but your mom is going to always be your biggest fan. So, you want, sometimes men look for that mommy and their woman. That woman gonna take care of them. The woman always gonna be there for them, and the woman who's gonna push them. I don't want to get into a relationship with somebody who's just gonna be sitting back and not saying anything. I want somebody to push me, just like I push you. Let us both, like you said earlier, let us both go back to school and get PhDs. Let us all be able to do stuff together. So I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. We won.
You shine, I shine. But but that's another thing which you just brought, and I don't know if Karina has that in her research. I might look at it too that and some other people might look at it too, like if I'm at a certain educational level or a certain level in my career, I'm not trying to be no housewife serving you, doing this and doing that and this and that, but I want you to give me all of those things.
Right.
You're right, but I'm just gonna get off topic really quickly that when it comes to things like that, I think women overall are soft, where to the point if they're getting treated a certain way, no matter what their career looks like, they will still come home and be
definitely. We need that.
Mm-hmm.
Be that. But when they feel like their needs are not being cared for, then it becomes I don't have to deal with this. I can take care of myself. Just getting off topic real quick. But the other thing too that came up, did the feminist movement mess us up?
What do you mean by that?
This whole rise of women empowerment.
Me too, all that one.
Me too, women.
Do you talk about the I don't need a man kind of people?
Women rights. just the whole equality, men and women are equal. So this whole movement I came about, and a lot of times people would say that this movement came about to separate the black family, right? So
Mhm.
you put people in this mindset that they don't need a man, so now they operate as if they don't need a man. And this is how black families over time started to grow apart. But did that movement mess us women up to the point that we have this ego now, as to like we don't want to level ourselves up, like we meet a man that maybe is just trying, he's trying, you see that he's trying, but because you're at a certain level, it's like he's not there yet, so I can't, I'm not gonna go after him.
I don't know. I still feel like, just like we are talking about, how the career woman would still be able to come home and take care of her family if she had the right leader, if she had the right head. I feel like, if those women that have the list and the standards of dating a certain amount of, like, the person had to be in a certain kind of bracket, I feel like if they will give the other people a chance,
Mm-hmm.
they might just find the love that they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Because he may not be fulfilling you as far as financially, but he may fill all the other things that you require on that same list.
Hmm.
Well, you hear the question that Thomas asks is, why is this such an issue with Black American women? I don't know any other race of women who put such a focus on how much a man makes.
Yeah, definitely for us Liberian women. I can speak for us. That's not a thing for us. Unless the new generation baby. Maybe that didn't want to start that one there, but that one there, for sure, Thomas. And then I feel like with the Caucasians, the people, by the time the children are, like, they already know what they want to do by like 7, 8 years old, and they already have that support system that is going to help them to lead them into that path.
Mhm.
I want to be a surgeon. There's a surgeon in
Mm-hmm.
somebody in that family, or
Mm-hmm.
somebody knows somebody that's gonna be like, oh, how about you go with Uncle John for work with him for 2 weeks and see if you really want to do that, and then it starts. So they already have that support system. So when it reached to that level, they're not. By the time they already got their careers themselves, so now that not money is not a factor to be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I need a man. So even when you're looking on social media and you see women looking, why is it when you see a young woman with an older man, most of the time is what is it? It's not white. It's us again. The black younger girls with the older white men, because now they're looking for money.
A sugar
They're
daddy.
looking for sugar daddies. They're looking for somebody to take care of them. And if they can't find it in a younger person, a black person, they're gonna find it in an old white man that they probably are not attracted to, but they're just gonna do it because they want to live this good life. So I think that it's a thing with African Americans, because some of them are just tired struggling. Like I've seen my mom struggle and be on welfare and suffer. If I have an opportunity, that's why some of them fix their bodies and do all of that, so they can
Mm-hmm.
come across these these men that is, like, that's well established, so they can be able to take care of them. They can choose to be like, I don't want that hard life, or better. And that's why some of them don't even have kids, because it's like, I'm not about to be nobody's baby mom. I'm gonna be. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why, Thomas, I feel like, just responding to Thomas, I feel like that's part of the reason why. I'm not saying there's no white gold diggers. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Liberian girls are not changing. But I'm saying, for the most, if the most for it being black people, I think it's a thing upon the pattern. They just don't want to do the same thing. So that's why they try to go the other way.
I can agree. I can agree too, and I can also agree that probably a lot of women have seen their moms struggle, and like you say, be that single mom. Not even just women, even men too. See their
Yeah.
mom struggle. Be that both a parent in the house, being a mom and a dad, and nobody wants that life for themselves. So it's just like I'm not gonna just have a kid with any Tom, Dick, and Harry, whatever, and then I end up in the same situation of how my mom was struggling to take care of me or whatever. Like if I find somebody, he gotta have it together.
Because well, let's just say hypothetically speaking now for us that have our children, right? Like I said, for my boys and for my girls, if I am doing my part as their parent, me and my husband, and we get them to be successful, right? We support them in becoming successful. As I feel like as parents, when they become of age, right? They see what time I was just talking about the sanitary worker. When they become of age and are in this certain bracket, right? And they're looking for love as their parents, are you supporting them to find whoever they love, or if they're bringing somebody home that you feel is a little bit below their standards? Are you supporting them with that, or you're telling them, because I think about it all the time, because obviously I'm married for love. Like that wasn't even a thought. That wasn't even like, can the person take care of me? Because I guess I am a Liberian woman and I watched my mom be a single mom and did what she had to do. So I didn't grow up thinking like how much money you made or whatever. But I'm saying now, what I tell my daughter or my son, if my son finished struggling and suffering and going to school and doing that, you're just not going to get a girl that working at McDonald's. I'm gonna tell you, no, son, try something else. So I just want to know, like, what do you guys, what are your thoughts on that? You'll tell your child just fall in love?
No, that's true. That's true. That's true. Parents do it. Parents do it. I've had my dad do it to me about, wanting to know, do you if you're gonna be with this person, can this person support you? Can they do this? Can you do that? So I mean, yeah, it is true that they concern and they worry about that. But sometimes too, we gotta listen to our kid too, and I know sometimes we think kids are going by love or lust or whatever, but that person might really be a good person and might really turn out to be somebody. So you can't automatically judge that person because of their situation right then and there.
Yeah, and then
Maybe your child, you supported your child, and that child had the opportunity to go to school, to do this, to do that. And that maybe that other child, they wanted to do that, but they didn't have that support system.
Yeah, because I know in our Liberian community, I know a couple of cases where a woman, like a single mother, and I struggle with her child, and he's becomes a successful man.
Something they said, they come bring this kind of gay.
Yeah, they'll be like, you want to find somebody that is educated, that you're gonna live a good life. Like so.
You need to find a
I
nurse.
just feel like I'll be that parent. If it's something beyond my children, no.
I mean, I think it's for me. It's all about, are you goal minded, right? So if you meet someone, if my son met a young lady that was, you know, she's at a certain place in life, but she wants to excel. There's a
Right.
difference, right? And compared to, because you observe people, right?
Yeah, I think you have to observe, right?
What are their activities?
Yeah.
I are you going to parties every weekend? Like y'all just drinking, y'all just chilling out. But if you see watching the activities and you see her trying to
Yeah.
do
Hmm.
better or him trying to do better, then you can, kind of push them a little bit in supporting them. But if the activities are not looking right, then now the conversation is, son, daughter, wrap it up.
This ain't it.
This is not it. But I heard a quote from the video where this lady says, there's not a shortage, but there's lack of good single black men. Now, what do we define as good?
So
Everybody has their own
I'm about
definition
to
of
say
good.
everybody's good.
Everybody got their own definition of good because I
Everybody's
mean,
good.
he could be the worst person, but paying all your bills, and you say Savannah, that's a good man. So I mean,
Listen, nowadays some women they will settle for a man that will sit home and play video games just because they know that he is home.
he's home. That's a good man, Savannah.
Versus the person that's going out there and like you said, I mean, got 3 jobs. They don't know. They have trust issues. I'll just listen. I work. I just want my man to be home and playing his video game, and I'm cool with that. So I don't know what is considered good.
Oh, what's your definition of good?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
When I hear that, I'm thinking like someone who's not going to cheat, someone not going to run around. So I mean, it's basically the same thing that Vanessa and Jennifer said. Someone who's going to be home. I think most women want again that security. Knowing that my man's not going to be out there tell me he at work, but he over there at the strip club. Some of that sort. I mean, that's the way I would take it. But I wouldn't know the definition of a good man because, like you said, it could be 100 different definitions. I think somebody who is God fearing, first of all, is somebody who could possibly be a good man. I mean, that's my opinion.
If they're not pretending to be God fearing,
like somebody.
Yeah, you can tell. You can kind of
tell. Respectful or kind to people. I always look at a man's relationship with his mother, like his family. Like family oriented, like all the things that
with your kids.
Yeah,
if you're a person, I know that. Yeah, I know that was a big thing
know the
for
crazy
me.
thing. Women turn down. Women turn down men because if they have a conversation with a man, it's like, oh, he's a Cancer. Oh, he's a Pisces. Like that thing is just.
I don't know who those women are.
That's it. You'll be surprised. People be like, "Well, I'm not compatible with an Aquarius."
Yeah.
I'll be like, "What?"
Roxanne and some of those people I watch, you actually wonder who those people
Who,
are.
me? No, I don't roll like that. But if the shoe fits, that's what I say. If the shoe fits.
Yeah, no, that's what are you? I'm just gonna get go. They're like, everything is good, but he's a Pisces. I'm not going down that right because a Pisces hurt me. Really? You just gonna narrow down that person?
Anyway, I just want to add to Khalif's point. A man not cheating, we're not going to add that as a criteria because women will stay with a man if they cheat or not. Yeah. Most women keep the man.
But that's because society has put us in a place of you don't leave a man for cheating.
Yes. Yeah. That's the thing. You can't leave a man because all men are like that. Like my good sis would say, it's in their nature. My good sis up on my
good sis there.
I mean, it is in their nature.
It's in their nature, so but just take it for one.
We should just take it.
I didn't say you should take it. You have a choice to leave or go, but what do you normally do?
No, but listen, bitch, always say you shouldn't leave men for cheating.
My good sis said she just said what she said, black and white.
She said what she said.
It's definitely it's definitely a choice. But then again, with your choice, we talk about you got to keep looking, you keep finding. Are you you're just gonna be going? Let's just say you got married, you're just gonna divorce and then go to the next one.
No,
I don't think about it to going to the next one, but at the same time too, why am I in a one-sided relationship?
Yeah,
that's the fact, right?
That's the thing. It's not about you doing it, but when you want to be let me say, it's a guy, serial killer, serial cheater.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, because you see a lot of men will not admit that they're not ready. You get what I'm saying? Like you see how when Khalif started, he said, I got married at 37. Because a lot of them would think that, oh, this is a good girl, I don't want to lose her, so I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. But in the reality, that's not what they really want to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not even about the marriage, it's about you. I don't want to marry you, but some women don't see that.
Yeah.
It's like some of them they will meet somebody in 3 months and marry. That same man I say they want to marry, and you think he say he don't want to marry. No, baby, he don't want to marry you.
Hmm.
And then next thing you know, he's proposing to the person he just met 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think once they start to admit it and that they don't want marriage, they'll be well off than to be a serial cheater.
Serial cheaters out
Told
there.
you, when you meet a woman, you tell her up front where you're coming from. She
Yeah,
has a
look.
choice.
If she
She
has
has
a
a
choice,
choice.
look.
They
Let's get to the point.
I suffer with this thing.
You know, life would be a lot easier for all of us if people were that is men.
Yeah.
Honest.
I suffer with this thing that my small head thinks a lot more than my big head. Are
You
you
know
able
what?
to accept it?
Someone you make Alicia laugh.
So one time we were having this discussion where the guy was like, "You're not having problems that you have finding men. You're having problems finding the men that y'all really want." So you'll meet a guy who's 5'6", 5'5", and there's a lot of short men out here. Let's put it out there. There's a lot of short men out here that are looking for love, but they're single and they've been hurt multiple times
Mhm.
because you'll have a woman come in and act like she want to be there, but truly she doesn't. And then next thing you know, she's off when she finds the guy of her so-called dreams. And mind you, this guy who is 5'5" was treating her right. So now she has jump shift to this other guy that she wants, and she's left single because this guy is out here probably wanting to be single. So that's the other issue too, right? That we have to look into, that women want to date, this certain caliber of man, and unfortunately there are some men left hurt because you also meet men that are very nice and get taken advantage of. So it's the numbers out here, but what it boils down to, and y'all are not gonna like me for this, I'm gonna bring it back to the topic I'm always talking about.
Here she goes.
Are there just realistically more women than men?
We know what you want to see.
It is.
It is.
But what
Yeah.
does that mean?
What does that mean, Karina?
It is in my.
So,
I can show you in my household right now. We more than the men in here.
yeah, so that means that we are not all intended to find a man nor be married, right? If that was the case, would there have been eunuchs? When you look at biblically, like,
Oh,
are we all
we didn't get to the Bible.
Amen.
Amen.
intended to be married? Seriously, because of this ratio that we all know is a fact. Are we all going to be married in this lifetime? Either that, or at some point we're all gonna be sharing something.
Hmm.
So you just ain't. So you just ain't accept the side chick.
I'm not saying accept anything. Like I tell y'all here, my disclaimer is know the truth. Doesn't mean you have to accept it, but these are things that have been biblically stated, right? So we can't act like it doesn't exist. But my thing is, it's my truth, the come to the truth moment. All we can say, all this not eligible, this one, that one. Women are single out here, but it really boils down to there are more women than men, and all of us are not going to get married.
Well, yeah,
I
John. Oh,
I
us is
think
not
I
make it to
think
heaven.
I think that not going to get married is true for some people because some people don't want to get
Some
married.
people actually don't want to be married.
Right. But I don't think that is based like I feel like that the men are available, but How many women are willing to date a man that's 5'6"? That's another thing.
Yeah.
If he had Kevin Hart money, they sure would.
For
Kevin,
how
Yeah.
long? For
how
how long?
tall is Kevin?
Girl, I don't know. He just a little short.
He probably 5'5".
He's not 5'5".
How tall you think he is? 5'10"? Don't
He
do that to
What is the
me.
height for average height for men? Isn't that 5'8",
5'8".
5'9"? I don't think he's
Yeah,
that.
5'8", 5. That's what I'm saying. He's probably 5'6".
Now I
Five
gotta
five
look.
five six.
Now I gotta look on
I'm
Google.
looking it up.
Now I gotta go to Google.
They say he's 5'5"
I told you.
What?
with a sneaker on.
Voila.
Okay, how about it says?
Five.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And some outlets say he 5'2".
Wait a minute, you need to stop.
so so when you have money, you have some form of upper hand. But if you don't have money, then it's a struggle finding love out here. So yes, there are black men out here.
So we're agreeing that black man is still available.
There are still available black men out here. It's just that we have to get to the place of getting out of our own way.
And many of y'all gotta stop going to jail.
Yes.
They plenty there.
Apparently, all the good men in jail, so I gotta go there.
Okay.
Fine.
So this is my last quote for the night, and we're gonna talk about this. If every black man in America married a black woman today,
Mhm.
1 out of 12 black women still wouldn't make it down the aisle if they hoped to be married to a black man. So, does this mean that should black women explore the horizons with men from different
Josiah Malai?
ethnic backgrounds
Josiah Malai.
Uh-oh.
instead
I'm
of
trying to put
this
something-
big this big focus of I have to marry a black man, I have to have black children, I have to this black pro black, being in this pro black season. Should we be considering other ethnicities, races, so that this issue doesn't linger?
Yeah, if they got money.
Why do they?
I don't discriminate.
I say that all the time to my few single friends and family, and I feel like they always come back to me and said they don't want to hear it because I marry a black man or Liberian man. But I'm telling you, go on a dating app. There's other men available.
But you know what? That's true because to me, I feel like I kind of I eventually came back home. Let me say because I did not.
That was not even me marrying a Liberian man was not
Man
even
was not
an
even in the
option.
gap.
Like, I
Was not even
didn't-
an option for me. I did not.
Mhm.
or better yet, it wasn't the only option.
Yeah, it wasn't
Maybe
like
maybe
I
it was an
only. It
option.
could have been, but it wasn't like majority of the guys I dated were American.
Mm-hmm. So I think it just when I tell people to be open minded,
I
Karina.
think Jennifer people would have expected it more from you than out of me.
Yeah. So Faith, are you open? Roxanne?
Oh, I'm open to dating whoever. I'm not really like you have to be black or you have to be African. If I happen to come across someone that treats me nice,
Right.
and checks out like a lot of stuff that I'm looking for, then I'm open to it.
That's good.
Especially when you got money.
Yeah.
No,
I know KD definitely older, but what
Yeah,
about
yeah,
race?
I'm also open to Pedro, Lucas.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She could
Nice.
be all the different names: Pedro, Lucas. What's
Because
the other name?
because when I was dating, definitely it wasn't a thing. I went on a
It's
date
not
with a
a thing
white
for me.
man, a Puerto
Yeah,
Rican man, a Black American. It wasn't something like I'm
yeah,
looking for a Liberian man,
yeah. Yafghani. Oh,
or having black
Total
kids.
is open.
Jisoo Young, Vashki, Vishka, whatever.
What? Okay.
All that.
No. I'm
Nice.
sorry. I'm gonna take that back. I really don't like Indian men.
Why? That's that on the platform. Just say that. Why? That's so discriminative, girlfriend.
It's preference.
I don't know preference.
It's preference.
Why? Do you have a reason? Do you have a reason why?
I don't feel any form of attraction. Like I even when I'm watching the movies, I'm like, oh yeah, the boy can sing nicely. That's about it. Him and a girl look very nice together. That's it. It's not like, oh my gosh, look at.
Yeah, we had an Indian boy in high school. Oh my
Woo! Woo! I remember.
Not
I think I still got his picture. I think I probably, if you go look in my books, I probably have a picture. That boy
I'm
was
not
like,
all right. I think for me it's Chinese.
Asian.
Oh wow.
You know the one Asian got.
I never seen one that I had to do a double take.
Yeah,
I saw one. I saw one that I felt like was attractive, and this wasn't in real life. This was in the movie. What is it? Crazy Rich Asians. The main.
Oh, that's a really good movie.
He's handsome. Go look at that. The main character. He's handsome.
Yes, SB with them, yo.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
We got Khalif. Khalif out here doing his thing. Speaking of Khalif, what's your brother, Vanessa?
Who?
What's
he's
your
not
brother?
on tonight, right?
Who, Derek?
Yeah, he's.
Oh, right. I'm surprised. I forgot to tag him. My bad. I knew something. I knew somebody.
Oh, you about to tag him now?
I know, but I forgot. I knew somebody was missing. I forgot about him.
Oh man.
But Khalif,
I forgot about Derek.
Thank you for joining us, Khalif. Please stay tuned. Come back.
Oh wait, before you tell him, say he'll come back. Let me ask you, what's the different races you dated?
Yeah, don't I get Khalif in trouble?
But his man's married, like past. Ain't talking about right now.
Yeah, black, white, Asian.
It's the rainbows.
I think one Indian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Pakistan. These were Pakistan.
Okay.
See?
But mainly black though.
Okay. Before we get off the show, I want to address all the men that feel like they have to travel to
You see what SB said? SB said he is very cultured. You're not tasting.
We trust him. We trust him.
We know.
We trust him.
That Canada way in there.
Yes, taste.
We gonna trust him.
Oh gosh. So Thomas says, why are men traveling overseas in search of quality women? And I always say this, I don't know.
Black men.
I hear black men complaining about women here, and my thing is, like, where are you meeting these women that make you feel like? I'm not opposed to somebody going somewhere and finding someone that and they fall in love and get married. But if you get from here in the United States or wherever else you live in Europe or different part of the country, to say you're going to travel in search of something, women, I'm sorry to say, like, women everywhere I don't want to say are the same, but you take a woman, put her in a different environment, the behavior, the mentality is going to change. And sometimes poverty plays a part in how people live their lives in terms of humbleness, in terms of what they're going to do. So if that's what you're basing it on, you have to observe yourself, because what are the environments that you are in, first of all? Because if you're going to certain events, or if it's a club or wherever it is that you're going and you're finding women, you're dating them, I'm sorry, you're probably going to end up with a mess. So I don't know the caliber of people that you're around to put this bad taste in your mouth. But again, You're gonna meet educated and humble women, whether it's here, whether it's Africa, whether it's Asia. You're gonna meet women that want to excel, that want to you go Liberia, even in the little Liberia, there are certain tribes that will not date anybody that is not financially stable.
Hmm.
That's a thing. And then too, when it
Le
comes
pasé
down
por
to,
empuje more, eh?
oh yes, for tonight.
No,
But
but all right. I feel like Karina. When people say they're going back home for love, right, or finding somebody, sometimes they be like, I would know people that be like, that was my girlfriend when I was in the fifth grade, and I haven't had any success, or that was my boyfriend that was in the 10th grade, no success here, so I'll go back and get my ex or whatever. And I'd be sitting here thinking, like, fifth grade, do you know the person?
And
Like, even my boyfriend in fifth grade, in America, I still don't know him. So I can't even imagine, like, you basing it on the fact that it's not a stranger that I'm gonna go get, it's somebody from my past. Like, so now that person is waiting for you now. Like, yeah, I try everything now in America. I said, let me just go there now, and then go get Susan that I dated in the 10th grade. Like, Susan, not the same, bro. Susan about to show you.
Listen, someone will take our chances.
now,
Yeah,
okay,
but then there are success stories,
there
Just,
are,
yeah.
and we have seen most times too where, if anybody saw the movie where they brought Fatu to America and Fatu wasn't it, Fatu left the guy. So the point is that people change,
There are many factors out there.
change, environments change, and the change environment sometimes changes people, right? You come now, you are in a different country, your eyes are open, you can work, you can make money for yourself. I think it's just based on how you were, how you grew up, how they taught you,
Mhm.
whether it's here or whether it's
But do you guys think that is whether or not the people actually like each other versus just because maybe the success is not happening because I don't like you, you don't like me, but I just want this opportunity.
yeah, it's all about,
Versus,
I think sometimes it's about opportunity. Again, poverty, right? Poverty humbles people in a way that, but yeah. To your point, Thomas, yes. Women that are foreign are more cultured. So in
Yeah.
that point, if you make that case, I can agree with you.
Mhm.
Foreign women are more cultured. So they're not thought to, they're, yes, you're thought to work and do things at home, but you're also thought to take care of your man. So to that extent, yes, I agree with you, but I will always disagree when somebody says to me, they're purposely going somewhere to go find love. No, just go with an open mind and stay here too with an open mind. If love is gonna find you, it will find you.
Better for me.
yeah, I think sometimes too, when you're not looking for it, when you put too much pressure on yourself to be looking for something and sometimes it will pop up in most unexpected places.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Some people say they don't want love final, they rather be at peace. I know a lot of them.
Well, that's up to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't always mean that love don't have peace.
For some
Hmm.
people, they don't.
Huh?
Yeah.
For some people argue otherwise.
But I mean, you're not gonna always be happy and smiling and laughing all day. You're bringing some two completely different people together under a same household into a relationship. All those things. I grew up a certain way. You grew up a certain way. I have my certain ways. You have your certain ways. So of course, there's gonna be times that we're gonna clash and butt heads and disagree. But that does not mean we don't love each other and we don't want to try hard to make it work, but it's not always going to be perfect, but it's about you still trying to put in that fight to still be with that person. So if anybody has that expectation of what's the point of me being in a relationship and be arguing with the person and da, 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 then you ain't serious with life because you'll argue with anybody, even your friend, your
Mm-hmm.
monster, you're gonna argue with them.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thank you guys for joining the conversation tonight.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yes, Kylie, thank you. We definitely appreciate you.
Yeah.
And when we're looking for more men input, since the other men is Carrie, anytime you want to come back,
You're welcome to join.
welcome.
Thank you.
You are
Thank you so
welcome.
much. I enjoyed the platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Take care.
Bye.
And for those of you just know, we are Wednesdays for the summer, and that's from June all the way up to September. So just keep an eye. Eugenia, I saw that you were wondering.
Yeah, I answered her. I answered her. I said we answered her.
Get adjusted to our Wednesday schedule, which I think is going fine, in my opinion. Just share the show, and I think we'll be fine. Thank you again for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for being part of the topic. Definitely was a good topic, and we will be back next week. Ladies, y'all got any plans for the weekend? Are y'all doing anything?
I'm just taking my kids to a party. That's this weekend.
Okay, Roxanne.
I'm gonna grab me a sushi or something. I don't know. I'm gonna get something. I don't know yet.
I live vicariously through you, Mom.
You want to know the crazy thing? I really don't know what I'm doing this weekend. Oh, I was having a little baby shower for my sister. Oh
yes, our other very faithful co-host Natalie, aka our little sister. She had her baby yesterday. So congratulations, Natalie.
Yes, congrats,
Natalie. We got us another niecey poo.
What is her name?
So yeah, I'm not gonna be doing much this weekend. Probably just spending time with my sister.
Who says sushi than President Baka?
Oh, you said what's her name? Isla.
Oh, oh God. Yes.
Yeah, so yes, we got us a new co-host that'll be watching us since she'll be with her mommy.
yes.
Eventually she'll join the conversation. I don't have nothing much this weekend. Oh, that loud. My last baby is turning 5.
Okay.
That's a big birthday.
Huh?
That's the money.
Yeah, she's turning 5 on Sunday. You know, we can't hear about this birthday, so we gotta do hair, do photo shoot, everything. We gotta be extra with my girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Good night, Milan.
So y'all just get ready to suffer on Sunday because sis is coming through.
Okay. I hope I'll be able to hop on to wish her happy birthday.
Yeah, last weekend was my sunshine. He turned, of course, I had to have these Gemini babies literally a week apart. Literally, they're 2 years apart, but their birthdays are exactly a week apart. So Sunday that just passed, he turned 7. Now this Sunday is her birthday. She turned 5.
Happy birthday to him.
Yeah, so yeah,
these kids are just getting.
I guess me and Brian Jen know certain time to be fertile. I don't know.
You've heard all the time. You just had to catch you at that time.
You know how to catch me certain time, right? In September. Right? In September, I can be dodging. He doing a little kid.
You supposed to tell that man this is not cuffing season.
And Megan, no winter coming, so you want to lock me in.
You're supposed to be giving birth wintertime and chilling, and then summertime, you know
the man can say to me, he can say, you so appreciate me. You happy I can't suffer you as some of your friends can go through the whole summer pregnant. At least I can whole summer come.
Oh gosh.
Well, that's a good thing.
Not true. But once again, we appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And we definitely will be back next week. Wednesday, not Friday. Wednesday.
See y'all on Wednesday.
Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Do you like taboo topics?
Do you like to talk about religion?
Do you like to talk about sex? Do you like trending topics?
Then join us live
on our weekly podcast
and follow us on our various social media platforms
under R.A.W Conversations.